Yeah, my flow nice like an organ donor. You looking at the dream team, we in Barcelona, ballin' for the rest of the world. It's full force cause I look fresh with a curl. The cold bust they ass when they come running out the burning house. What you heard about, that mouthing off, that beatbox, word of mouth. In Atlanta, they watch me like turn the south. Ted, where you at? And then we sipping that James Brown. That hand straight, pass it around, it's going down. I bring it back cause hip hop missing the sound, but I be the reason that they all listening now. You see it now? It's like the best in the business. Flow retarded and we at the Special Olympics. Retarded. Like 50 Tyson and William Hung. They call me a smart ass, but I am really dumb. See, I'm intelligent and negligent as fighting rape cases while selling pudding pop jello gelatin. That's irrelevant. 4 Eyes is so benevolent, like Hannibal crossing the Alps on an elephant. In the Punic War, I do it for my heritage. Hip-hop patriot, act like I'm a terrorist, and I still gotta holla Allahu Akbar. Rap sucks cause you partying like a rock star. It's not hard to rock cause soon as the verse start, 4 Eyes, I rock the spot like a birthmark. Illuminated animals with a solar sausage. I'm dude from Taken when they took his daughter hostage. It's no prisoners, I'm going for the gusto. Your man said he raps, I was like, what the fuck for? You suck, Joe, that shit belong in a toilet bowl. Cause your mouth ain't nothing but a glory hole. And I be snapping like Doberman pinchers, headbutting the game, rap bunks, adventures, TurboGrafx 16, 6 rings, with glasses like Jumbotron, big screens, and Pornhub POV, cinematography, a apex predator, they honor me.
You're now watching Rhymes and Politic. Check it out. Yo, check it out. It's your right-hand man, Cise. You're now tuned in to Rhymes and Politic, the show where we sit down with professionals from all aspects of hip-hop culture. We are in Atlanta, Georgia, a.k.a. Wakanda, Georgia. 365 Studios, man. We got a dope artist. This dude is a hip-hop veteran, man. He's out of Chicago. He's here in Atlanta, but by way of Chicago, man. Teamed up, tagged up, came up with Ludacris. Son got the balls for days, man. We said with 4 Eyes right here, man. And we got my co-host, Sick Flow, in the building. What's going on, champ?
Man, God is absolutely amazing. How are you, brother?
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for giving us your time, your presence, man. I was watching a few of his freestyles. Yo, we're going to get into that, man, but Sick Flow, what's up, man?
Hey, man, look, we go back a little something, you know what I'm saying?
Break that down. Break down the history.
I'm just excited, you know what I'm saying, because we talk about some other stuff, but I ain't never really dug into 4 Eyes. Who are you? Where did you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna get
who
into all that.
inspired you to?
Yeah, we're gonna
to
get into
start
all
this?
that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm excited. This is like Christmas to me.
Well, man, I'm an open book. Just, pick a page.
No doubt.
Word.
Yeah. I'm going to let you start it off, my brother.
Man. All right, so this question is an easy one. How long have you been spitting and what started you? Like, how did you get into it?
I mean, for me, it's multi-layers. The hip-hop influence, whenever the first time you heard an MC or a song or saw something that, whether you knew it or not, you was going to start rhyming. You was going to start, actually putting down bars in some way, shape, or form. Everybody might have been a creative writer, short story writer, poetry, whatever, but eventually we all evolved to the point where we was gonna be MCs. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, like it was always in me from the writer's aspect, but realistically it started freshman year, 1991. That's like when it kicked off, in Chicago. It was all about the dancing and the footwork, and then even just, parties in general in the early 90s. But, even growing up from, adolescents to teenagers or whatever, you go to expressing yourself physically to expressing yourself mentally. You got a voice, you got more of maturity in your thought process, and you want to express that. So then the natural progression is MCing in my understanding of it. So 91.
1991. Okay. Curious to know, like, biggest inspirations.
I mean, I'm mean,
Like who did you hear that made you say, I want to do that? 'Cause
Right.
I had that experience where I saw a few people, and those few people, it was a spark. Like every time I saw them, something hit my gut, and I'm like, whoa, I want that lifestyle. I want to do that.
okay. So then I am a overly critical, deep thinking ass nigga. So on one hand, I could be like Houdini. Like hip hop was brought to me by my older sisters or my parents. I didn't have a Blockbuster card. I didn't have money to buy Columbia House CDs and tapes and shit. So my older sister and my parents is the influences. That's how I got Crush Groove. That's how I got B Street. That's how I got Breaking.
Yeah.
You know, so when I come home in the 4th grade or whatever, and I'm doing homework, you know, got the little library tape cassette player or whatever, I got an option to listen to Houdini, and I'm playing the shit out of it.
Right.
But then, as an adult, to be able to, hindsight 2020, to be able to look back, Houdini didn't influence me like KRS-One did. So I got a Houdini tape, and I got a by any means necessary Boogie Down Productions tape, and I listened to them both. But as a grown-ass man, I could look back and say, KRS-One influenced me way more than Houdini did.
It's Rakim for me, man.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what, you know, watching Follow the Leader, what's the joint he had for Juice? Know the Ledge, them joints, man. That sparked my hip hop spirit, like to become a rapper or MC or lyricist or whatever like that.
Yeah, man.
Same thing for me, coming up in the 80s, listening to KRS-One, like I said, Rakim, Run DMC, those was like my influences right there. Just watching that and just seeing the elevation from the 80s to the 90s, early 2000 and now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I was watching a few of your freestyles on YouTube, and yo, you got some bars, bro.
Gracias.
You been rapping like that since 91, or you kind of evolved like?
It's you know, it's always the evolution, you get better, but the essence or the quality of the character that you see always been the jokester or the funny, like the showmanship, the entertainment. Like I like pushing the envelope, I like the wild bars. You know, I like the Red Man style, the Das Effect style, the Eric Sermon, whatever the character, comedic, you know, animated. Like, I don't just quote the line from the commercial, I'm gonna sing it in the same cadence you heard it from the commercial, so it registers in your subconscious.
Yeah.
That's what really makes the punchline work. As a punchline, if we're using the same joke punchline, MC punchline, the point is that when it hit, it's supposed to have an effect. So it's all about the jab into the punchline. So I just take all these things into consideration as a master MC, and I thought everybody was supposed to, but I mean, I just hold a different level of respect for the craftsmanship and the art form. So
Understood.
I'm just a reflection of my environment, how I was raised, if you will.
So you coming from Chicago, what was the sound like back then when you started?
Oh man,
I know it was totally different from.
I grew up in the suburbs, man. I ain't gonna front. I grew up on the west side, the west suburbs, Oak Park, 708, Crook County, and at the same time, once again, I was a kid growing up enjoying music. I didn't understand X-Clan like that when it was out.
Okay.
They had a song that I liked or, you know, something that I vibe with, but I didn't understand what was going on. Even Rakim, I liked the little kid smashing the speaker with the baseball bat, but I didn't understand a lot of the moon and the star and the knowledge.
Right.
So as I got older, even Public Enemy, like KRS-One is so versatile that he can speak in a preschool broken down style and it equate or translate to me as a child. So where, I mean, 1, 2, 3, the crew is called B. I mean, it's simple, fucking nursery rhyme.
Right,
shit.
yeah.
But then he's finna go into a story about the government shipping drugs.
And the beat behind it just make it punch even more.
So me not knowing what's really going on, but hearing the story, but still liking certain aspects.
Yeah.
Every year, a little more and more of it starts to resonate.
Right.
And I'm like, oh man, that's what he's talking about. Oh man. So I go back and that's why I always credit KRS-One, because once again, to coin the phrase edutainment, there is a responsibility that I thought was associated with hip hop, not only to entertain, but to educate.
Right.
And it's like nobody gives a shit about that responsibility anymore.
Right.
So I'm taking it upon myself to champion the golden era traditional classic values of hip hop.
Carrying the torch.
The way I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand everybody got different understanding. My understanding might be off to somebody or wrong. And to a 70, oh no, I was there first, that ain't how hip hop.
Yeah.
That's cool, I get it. But how I was brought up, my understanding of it was in addition to having the fun, and there's loving,
Right.
and there's respect, and there's peace.
Yeah.
And then at the same time that has to be each one teach one. Do unto others. The golden rule, steel sharpens steel, is all the things that show that community and village is important.
Right.
And that has kind of shifted away from things.
Yeah.
So I just want to be a reflection of how I was raised and just let that show in my music and my art form, whatever it is, whatever I'm doing.
I think that's dope, man. How was y'all getting the music? Was it like just radio? Because like New York, 80s, we had Video Music Box, Ralph McDaniels. Then it was Yo MTV Raps. Then you had the Rap Cities and all the other joints. So how was y'all getting the music? Y'all had like college radio or college radio was the thing back in the day.
We had college radio, they had WHBK, but I wasn't on it like that. I didn't know about it. I learned about that from my friends once I grew, I think once I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
So me growing up, all it was like we had a V103 in Chicago, not like V103 in Atlanta.
Okay.
Or actually, no, it was like V103 Atlanta, but I take that back, it wasn't. They only play hip hop from like 11 to 12 on Saturday nights. Wow. So then that's how it was until the first time I came to Atlanta in '92 to visit. Crisscross is real big, ABC is real big. We walking down here in matching sequence uniforms with rhinestones on them, hoping to get discovered. This is when you walk around hoping somebody would see you and say, y'all got to look.
Right.
So, I came down here to visit. It was like, man, it was cool. But that was just for the summer. Just right after I started rapping 91, come down here, visit 92. Go back. As soon as I get back to Chicago, there's a AM radio station, 950 AM. Hip hop 24/7.
Okay.
That's all they play. So now I'm telling you, whatever I was doing before, everything it was on steroids. It was like ape, just nuts. Like I was always gonna gravitate towards, like Tribe Called Quest or whatever was on MTV, Raps,
Right.
BET and stuff. But now I was getting Tell Me Something Good by goddamn UGK, or I was getting Pocket Full of Stones, UGK. I'm getting Coming Out Hard, 8-Ball MJG.
Okay.
I'm getting more Too Short. I'm getting more Ghetto Boys. But then the first time I heard Protect Your Neck, I'm sitting in the bathroom and the radio's behind me. I'm on the toilet, nigga. I hear swinging through the crowd like neighborhood Spider-Man.
Right.
I turn around and look at the radio.
What's
like,
that? What we doing?
Who? Like, what is going on?
You're right.
So then once again, a testament to my style. When he said swinging through your town like your neighbor,
Different.
Spider-Man, he
Yeah.
put the pitch in it to
Right.
reference where it comes
And you
from.
can visualize
so
it too.
You relate to it
Yeah.
better. So it's always about taking the time to put the dictation or the cadence to where
Right.
it sounds, I want it to sound exactly like you heard it.
Yep.
If you see a father and son or a mother and daughter walking down the street and they're dressed identical, that's when you go ape shit. Oh my God, he got little Jordans, shit like this. It's how well how well you emulate.
Right.
There is an art form to it and people love it. It has a punchline effect. When you come around the corner and your dog got the same outfit you got on, people go ape shit.
Yeah.
So it's just when you could emulate the thing properly and do it in the right setting,
Right.
it's fucking gold, man.
That's dope, yo. So what gravitated you to Atlanta? What was out here that you maybe was like, I gotta go down there. I gotta be down there.
Okay. So when I started rapping in 1991, I was in a rap group. It was first called 4 Steps Ahead, then it got turned into Tic Tac Toe, and then we ended the group under the name the Loudmouth Hooligans. But my homeboy at the time in the group, he moved to Atlanta and got on the radio.
And who's this homeboy?
Oh, this homeboy is Chris Lover, also known as Ludacris. So
Come
in
on,
my
man.
mind,
Look who's sitting right here. We got history right here, man.
So in my mind, I'm knowing that if I make a good song, the best opportunity I have to get it played and get some placement or some exposure is through my relationship with my homeboy. So in addition to, you know, the reason why I visited the first time in '92 was because his father was always down here.
Okay.
And that was my first time on the plane, first time out of the state. Really, Atlanta was my first anything other than Chicago. And for it to be so beautiful the way that it is,
Right.
it was an instant, oh man,
Right.
as soon as I can make a decision for myself.
That's
as
a
an
no-brainer.
adult, yeah, I'm setting up base camp over there.
Right.
But then even as Chris is interning for the radio, getting a job at the radio, moving to the primetime slot, because he worked his way up from, 10 to 2 a.m. to primetime with Poon Daddy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just knowing and seeing like, okay, I ain't know shit about the business, but I'm knowing, okay, if there's one thing I do know is that when Rosie Perez got on the game show Jeopardy and White Man Can't Jump, it was because Wesley Snipes had to hook up with his homeboy he played basketball with that did security at the spot to get her on the show.
Yeah.
Now, what she knows is gonna have her excel once she gets on the show.
That makes
she
sense.
gets on the show
Right.
because of a relationship.
Understood.
So I learned that at a very early age, and it was like, put yourself in position to where people who can help you, people who may help you, can help you.
Right.
But if you ain't out of sight is out of mind.
Yeah, so you had somebody that was already in there, so all you had to do was to come with a good product.
That was my idea, but I didn't know about mixing, mastering, EQ, and I that's the me being green part about it. But it's all about having your vision and your goal and walking in that direction, and the Most High will provide all of the steps that you need to get you there as long as your heart is pure and your intentions are solid. So,
Yep.
yeah, I didn't know shit about really getting a song on the radio. So then what did God do? God let Chris get signed to a major label, and then I'll be featured on his first 2 albums, which went multi-platinum. So then, to me, that was better than getting a song on the radio at the time.
Right. That's a perfect alley-oop.
So you may go into a situation looking for one thing, but the Lord got planned for you. He led you there. He got you there. But then what he gonna give you is more than likely more than what you anticipated when you got there. Just be prepared for it.
Right.
And a lot of times folks don't be prepared for it.
So what was those sessions like with Ludacris, and like how did it step your game up?
Oh man, we always are still sharpening steel. My goal is to kill everybody in the room from a pit bull gladiator perspective.
Yeah.
But it was always it's a friendly cipher. The goal I'm trying to be better than I want to best everybody.
Right.
If I'm on the court, if we're playing arcade, whatever it is, just from the friendly gentleman's camaraderie of it, competition. It's just that natural. Like, damn, that nigga said that. Like, damn, he gonna rap like that? No, I ain't finna rap like that. So what? I'm just gonna do this then.
Yeah.
And so it was a natural pushing.
Right. Because y'all had to be in the studio when y'all making these music, not like today where you could email a song to somebody.
Well, I mean, you ain't gonna talk to him about, hey man, oh, your shoe, that them the shoes you got, okay, you finna make me step my game. You're just gonna subconsciously do it.
Right.
Like, damn, that nigga stunned again. He keep getting them hats. You know what? Okay, I'm finna get scarves in. I'm finna get. It's not nothing y'all communicate about, but it's the natural. You see how fly your guy is, so then you naturally know the level of fly is up here.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna compete, it need to be up here. So
Yeah.
then it was always a matter of keeping the bars sharp, keeping the darts sharp, and just not only. It ain't just about wowing everybody out there, but I know if I can wow that nigga, then I did what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
I
that's
did,
dope.
I did right.
Yeah, I like that.
I want to know, and it's kind of like a personal homeboy type question.
Yeah.
How did you and Mudknot link up? Because we both record at the same studio now, but I always wanted to record at this legendary Mudknot studio. Like, when did that start?
Boom. So on one hand, it's a bunch of stuff that I don't be remembering that I'll be like, damn, I really wish I could remember that. And then I just thought, you know what, it's probably a good thing you don't remember half that shit. That's why you smoke so much, because you don't need to be burdened with half of the shit that you've been through like that. It wasn't heavy enough to carry around with you. I said all that to say I definitely remember how I met Mud Knock. Okay, I just don't remember who took me over there.
Gotcha.
But somebody was recording. This when I first got to Atlanta. I'm thirsty as hell. I'm getting in any open mic, any battle. Like just when I want to do anything because I'm thinking just how you get discovered. People got to see you.
Yeah.
Like somebody has to see your porn before they put you in theirs. They need to see you on the casting couch, get butt boot ass naked, and then they say, oh, the DeRay, what's her name? So my idea is getting all these ciphers, all these open mics. Who need a song? Yeah, let's do it. So somebody took me to Mud Knock's crib. And the main thing I remember about Mud Knock is he said, is condom spelled backwards? And when he said that shit, nigga, it blew my fucking mind. That's why. So now I record, do whatever I did. I don't see Mud Knock for like 15 years. Somebody says his name one time, and I said, condom spelled backwards? But he stopped telling people that. So everybody, like, I'm the only one walking around talking about this condom now.
Yeah.
But now once I say it, now they can't unsee it. But it's...
I just found out this year.
I just found out right now.
His level of genius is, you know, I feel like we cut from the same cloth, which is why we gelled so well. Our chemistry in the studio is so dope. And him being a former artist, as an engineer, he knows what an artist needs, or from an MC standpoint, he knows where a break should go, or what sound effect to throw in based off this punchline getting said. So it just makes our shit just super dope. But yeah, I met him a long time ago. Then just dark ages where we didn't really come into contact with each other. Cause then he was in the West End for 15 years, and I never was over there. I never went to the spot.
Was he somewhere else too before he went over there?
I
I used to go to that one, the West End side. Yeah,
West End, yeah.
So at first he was in a crib, I think his crib out in Stone Mountain.
Oh,
and then once he got the spot in the West End, he was there for a good 15 years. Built up like really, like main.
Yeah, he's a staple
solidified,
out here.
the Mud Knock Studio brand at the West End spot. And then they kicked all the recording studios out. Because, you know, a lot of folks was shooting up studios, so then the insurance was high, so then folks like, you know, we're just not even going to share music studios.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he's super good now. We be back in the Mud Knock Studios, too, off the Lakewood. We super Gucci out here. God is amazing.
That's crazy. That's
But
what's
yeah,
up.
I love Mud Knock.
Yeah.
So, I think, what would you think is like been the hardest along the journey for you? You know what I mean? Because this game ain't an easy game to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, one, what do you think was that thing that made you feel like, yo, I don't know if I can stay in this?
Oh, these are such great questions. No, I've done a lot of introspective, deep dive of research, and the key is to know yourself. It's the first thing the Oracle told Neo in the Matrix. Look at the wall, know thyself. It is the most important. And once you know yourself, you have your foundation, you have your integrity, you have your principles, you have your values, you have your vision, your goals. Without, like, all of those things are intangible. Those are not physical things that you can actually grab. Those are intangible things that you have to bestow upon yourself to hold true to. And without the discipline to hold true to those things, that is what really makes everything up and down. Everything is, and so I take responsibility and accountability for any and all things that ever happened to me in my life. Ain't nobody responsible for nothing that happened to me. That is me, myself, and I will take that. That is me, and that is how we grow and develop and be the best versions of ourselves. That's how we get better than we were yesterday, by acknowledging the areas where we can be better. We got to watch that film and see, you know, what spot we missed, or what man we didn't cover, or who we left open, or whatever. So just to do that personal work, I'm always gonna say the biggest thing is always gonna be, you know how somebody say, I'm my own worst enemy, or can't nobody stop me but me? I gotta learn to get out of my way. Like, all of that shit is the realest, because we are our own biggest everythings.
Right.
So, and yeah, man, you know, smoke a bunch of weed and chasing pussy don't help nobody. So,
Another question. You work with a lot of dope artists, like throughout the years. What was your most memorable experience working with one of your favorite artists? Because I know you got a lot
Good
of
one, yeah.
I mean, I've had multiple encounters. Like,
top 3.
that's racist, man. I can't, like, 3. Well, number 1 is always gonna be the RZA. In the club
that's
in
a
LA
good
with Chris and my guys at the time. I mean, they my guys now, but I'm saying we was there at the time. They was like, now everybody knows how much of a Wu-Tang fan I am if you know me. So they say, nigga, they go to RZA, and I'm talking about, this was my fan moment to where I was like,
Yeah, I was the same way when
the RZA.
when I was next to him. I was like,
So now my guys, Big Al, Chef Willie D, shout out, both Chicago niggas. They both big light-skinned niggas. Al is more round and stocky. Will is more tall, 6'4" basketball-y. And they both ran up on the RZA like, yeah, this my nigga 4. I said, yo, if he goddamn Ludacris DTP, goddamn, you need to come holler at this nigga. So now I don't know if he just did it off the strength or if it was actually, man, these 2 big light-skinned niggas being business. Let me just go see what they talking about. But the RZA came over, met him, coolest motherfucker ever, exchanged numbers, started building a relationship, sent him my music. He called, told me, hey man, I'm riding around playing your shit. The shorty's in the car digging it. Oh man, that's what's up. Yo, we need to get together. Me and Big Al drive up to New York from Atlanta in a rental whip. No place to stay or nothing, just straight go up there. He played some beats for us. RZA's dope on some for real Shaolin martial arts shit, because he took us to his dope ass studio, played us a bunch of beats, and then was like, yeah, that's cool. Now you're gonna go record in the Dirty Woody 36 Chamber studio and take these other, like, he was like, yeah, I know you heard those beats, but those not the beats you get. You take these Carry Water beats. Take the Carry Water beats to the Dirty studio and go record.
You gotta start from the proving ground.
Exactly, and that's was so real to me, and that's always gonna be my number 1 experience, meeting the RZA, developing a relationship, and actually going to New York and recording in 36 Chambers. Hands down. I mean, it's plenty, but for what Wu-Tang, like, for the kids and how they influenced me, I mean, God-wise. Like, once again, we could talk about a bunch of influence, but on the God aspect, 9 niggas running around talking about peace, God, it really resonates in your subconscious. It really will make you go look something up if you got any type of common sense or care about the direction that you going and growing. You start to one day, man, what is the purpose of all this? And oh yeah, man, once again, Wu-Tang helped, like all music helps, especially when you go through things, because when you take a further enough step back from the picture, you can see how the Most High is orchestrating everything. We don't see it in the midst, but when you step back, you say, oh shit, this only happened because of this, and then that happened because of this, and then none of that would have happened if I didn't break up with old girl and then go do this. And do. So it's just a serious collective ensemble. It's an orchestra, and I know that I'm a cooperator in it, and I get to shape it and shift it, but I do understand it. It's a borrowed power. Like it's not wholeheartedly mine. We are the power, but we didn't create the power. So it's just always not showing no disrespect to the source of where everything come from. Or paying respect to our elders, paying respect to where everything come from. And that part.
You have a new hip hop movement going on out here called Atlanta Beat Street Concert Series.
Yeah, yes,
Can you
sir.
break that down and just inform the people what they can expect if they come to Atlanta and go to one of these events?
Well, as of the middle of March of this year, we had been doing a weekly event called Atlanta Beat Street Open Mic Cypher over original beats at the Handlebar on the corner of Edgewood and Boulevard in the old 4th Ward Martin Luther King district.
Okay.
The Atlanta Beat Street Concert Series is, as it sounds, the concert version of that, where we take, just the one we did in particular, Big Gift from the Goody Mob was the headliner, and we had the all-stars, if you will, or the alumni from the weeks of Atlanta Beat Street come out and perform or, take part and engage. And we had DJ Toomp, who was a founding member of Atlanta Beat Street, and a six-figure digger who was he's like a super all-star in the Atlanta Beat Street production lineup to me.
Okay.
So they were the guest producers for the night, and then we had Head Crack, AOS, and Flash come up and do a demonstration of what we do every Monday at the concert series. And then we had live performances by me and Legendary Baller and Mickey Fax, and then Big Gip closed out the show. But that's the concert version. That's, quarterly, every 3 months, whenever it makes sense to do one. But every Monday when you come to Atlanta, we'll be at the Handlebar. Atlanta Beat Street, like I said, open mic cypher. If you got bars, off the dome, written, it don't matter what you do, you can sing. I got a nigga that play a flute. We call him the Flute Lord. The Flute Lord come out, he'll jump on the open mic and play the flute over the beats.
Wow.
It's just however you feel spontaneously when the track's playing. It'll create a platform for producers and artists to, just fraternize, engage, and spontaneously come up with shit. And just really, it's a vibe. It's a good vibe.
I gotta catch that when I come back down. I just missed. I wish I'd have known when I came. I got here Sunday. I could have came right there and got some of that footage. And you know how I do with
That would've been
the
sweet,
joints in New York. So I'll be back in February, April. I'm catching those. I ain't missing those.
Just let me know, man. You definitely.
We definitely gonna tap it. We're gonna stay locked in, and you definitely could come back anytime.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Get
All right,
Flo.
so this question doesn't apply to every MC, because every MC don't go through this. Has there ever been an MC that you rocked with on a track that made you say, man, I don't know if I'm ready for this?
And see, that's when I've always been the nigga that'll go first, and I like to go first for the sake of embarrassment. Because if we doing something new and I go first, y'all know we all don't know what we doing, so when I look crazy, y'all can't really gonna trip. It's expected.
Yeah.
But when you go like 80, if it's like, damn, nigga, you didn't see the 80 other niggas before you, goddamn, she ran through all their wallets. Like, how you let her con you too? But in this case, I'm just always like, nah, I don't. Like, it might make me want to come harder or do the LL and go rewrite my verse and come back, but I don't. Nothing to ever question to make me, like. And I take that back. Ooh, I take that. And see, once again,
take your time.
These the moments that folks don't publicize on social media. It's like you don't really, like, I can't remember when, but it was, somebody snapped so hard, and I was like, damn, do I want to, like, I want to be good, and I want to be great, and that's great. Damn, what is it gonna take to be that great though? Do I want to put in that level of work? Do I put in the level of work that I know it's gonna take to be that great to get there?
Right.
And then a nigga start talking himself out of the pussy. So the goal is, nah, man, you could be there. You deserve to be there. Take your time, be patient, believe in yourself, and put your best foot forward. So that mean it take a week to write a verse or whatever. Like once, I always take a look at verses like book reports anyway. Like who doesn't study? Why would you not do research?
Right.
Who just goes to a job interview? Like you didn't Google when the company started, who the CEO is, what they values is, how to develop a further conversation when you get in office with these niggas. So topic wise, I make sure I'm like, let me look up, make sure I'm covering the right bases. I don't sound stupid. I'm pronouncing shit right. But daylight always makes me. Daylight always makes me.
Woo. That's a good one.
That's what I was digging for.
His level of wordplay.
That's what I was digging for.
Is
That's dope. That's a
Y'all
one.
Y'all two different type of human beings when it comes to to the pen. Because I know he's said some things that I had to play back at least about 10 times to try to figure it out, because people be talking about double entendres and all that. A lot of the writing be way deeper than that.
Yeah.
And I do you one worse than what you said. It be niggas that make me think I need to just stop smoking or something like that. It's like, ooh.
Like a snoot.
What you talking about? No, I'm talking about to be, in order to be that good, it's like, ooh, I would have to tighten up To be that good, I don't know if I want to be that tight. So that's where I'm saying, like, I'm always going to MC to my perspective or level, but then it's just a matter of, like, damn, I guess I could just write jingles for sponsors and companies and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be really out here trying to put out my music, you know, like shit like that.
Right.
In which I do all of it. I don't let anything, Killer Mike just said it, in order to rap about the stuff that we want to rap about, the way we want to rap about it, you have to be able to have a source of income that is not dependent on the music, because most of the music is going to be backed by corporate dollars or sponsorship dollars. I can't talk about the things that I necessarily might want to say and cover. So then I got to make sure I'm eating off of a car wash or eating off of a barbershop or eating off of, you know, writing for another artist or my video production, whatever it is. But so then to be able to stay versatile portfolio-wise, because I have a Snoop Dogg cover band. I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but it's niggas out here who think I look like Snoop Dogg.
I was about to say that.
Oh, okay.
I was about to
I
say,
remember
you know
being
who
in the parking lot with him, somebody asked him for the autograph.
Hey, so,
wow.
He was like,
I was about to say, you know who you look like,
So
right?
man, I've been harassed enough times to where I started a cover band, and you know, once again, I've heard folks scream for my music, and then I just performed in Alabama last night doing a Halloween show, performing Snoop's music, and nigga, it's a completely different response.
So you do Snoop music, but flip it with a live band?
Yes, yeah. We didn't have a live band last night, but we normally have live band, dancers, DJ. I had a Dr. Dre, everything. We do a whole. It's called the Doggy Dog Experience.
So how many songs you do from Snoop catalog?
I got an hour set.
And you remember all this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I chop up. Yeah, we put
I was
together a
supposed to be
montage.
Rakim.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's a real deal thing out
It's
there.
a real thing.
Look, they say I look like Damon Wayans. So I mean,
Hey, I'm like, once you took the hat off and said it, man, hey, yo.
Hey, they say I look like Marlon.
Look,
Hey.
look,
Are
look,
we
look.
gonna do a new movie?
Look, we
Hey.
got the Wayans brothers and we got Snoop, yo. We could do a movie. Holla at
now.
us, man.
And see, and that's the whole, that level of entertainment that groups of people enjoy. Certain groups of people don't necessarily enjoy them, but there are groups of people that completely enjoy the people doing other people's music.
It's a movement.
And not be mad at, like, that
That's
ain't,
a dope concept,
It's
though.
a movement.
Yeah.
Right,
man,
real.
cover band shit is real, man. Tribute artist.
Right.
Like, I am a tribute artist.
Okay.
I pay tribute to Snoop. God made me look like the nigga. And I was rapping for 30 years any motherfucking way.
Yeah.
So for the fact that I can Snoop almost as good as Snoop, realistically.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
like, I can't out Snoop,
Yeah.
but I can
Best
definitely
thing to
give you
get
a
to,
doggy
right.
25 experience
Yeah.
that is
Yo, I think that's fire,
up to
yo.
snuff.
And that's,
That is the name, right? The Doggy Dog
Yes, sir.
Experience?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because there's only one Snoop, but there's plenty of dogs out there. I'm just another doggy dog in the bunch.
yeah. So before we get out of here, just talk about what projects you got coming up and what you got out right now.
Oh, I mean, Ultra Beast, look for the teeth. Me and Senor Kaus, shout out Kaus. We're a group, Ultra Beast United, ultrabeastunited.com. That's where the merch at, that's where the music is at. We got 3 group projects out, and then I got, one of them got took down, but I got a solo Look Into My Eyes album that's up everywhere, streaming platforms. They got Ludacris on it, Sean Price, Talib Kweli,
got some hitters on there.
Bone Crusher, Big Rube, Planet Asia, Shauna from DTP, J Live. It's a plethora of folks on there. Look, that's my Look Into My Eyes album, and I'm currently working on the All Seeing Eyes on Me album.
Okay.
I
So
need to submit something for that, which I've already got an idea.
Wait a minute, y'all don't have nothing together yet?
I don't, not wholeheartedly.
Well, he sent me a track that I just found the other day.
Okay, I was gonna say
that's
I know.
crazy. I think it was a drugs beat too.
Okay, perfect.
That'd
then.
be a crazy collabo. Y'all two
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met under the guise of him doing photography, but then once
Yeah.
he reminded me of who he actually was in the flow world, I was like, holy shit.
But it's fun though. Every time we work together, it's
Right,
like,
I can imagine. Yeah,
it's
I can
kinda
imagine
hard
those
to get
sessions.
into that. Yo, I want to do a track when it's like he got this dope record that I want to shoot the visual for.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I be confused sometimes. I be forgetting that I can rap. I be
You're right.
Cause yeah, we did a couple videos. He's like, yeah, man, I rap too. I was like, what you mean? Like, really? Like,
Yeah.
like, I think it wasn't until we did the.
One with DJ Freeze.
Yep.
Yep.
Then after you let me know that you had the
Oh,
Onyx,
snap.
and then you had just did the
Onyx,
joint with the 50, 80, 100 MCs.
Oh,
the 200?
K-Slay.
K-Slay joint,
yeah.
yeah. So then that's why I was like, oh shit, if you don't, that's when it's like, hold on, if you don't K-Slay, then you ain't just a nigga that say
Yeah,
you
right.
be rap. Niggas say they rap all the time, but if you
Yeah.
don't K-Slay shit, nigga, I need to.
Yeah, you special.
Yeah, let me research now. So, but yeah, man.
That's fire.
We make it happen for this new year.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
I just found that record too, so that's one of my favorites. I think you did that at the joint in, what's that little small spot?
529?
Yes, yeah. And the joint, it's like it remind me of some Batman.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
That's
I
my
need
joint.
to send you another joint then, so yeah, you can get on the fresh one.
I'm gonna send you that anyway. I'm gonna send you both of them.
It's all good. I'll find another beat.
Look, see, artists melting together. I love this right here, man. And you're gonna see a lot of this too. How do people can contact you, get in touch with you, or follow you?
Oh, my name is 4 Eyes. I'm an advocate of prescription eyewear and the ambassador of everything awesome. So that's the number 4-IZE. You can put that in any search engine anywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that monkey good stuff. And cornucopia stuff will pop up. I'm talking about a plethora of stuff will pop up. I mean, a multitude of things will pop up to your enjoyment. I mean, interviews, songs, videos, merchandise, knock yourself out. And then just holler at a player.
Hold up.
Go.
All right. The freestyle. So a lot of people didn't know. Did you get through the 365 days?
Oh, no.
Because you was definitely headed towards it if you didn't make it.
What happened?
You got hacked.
No. I got hacked way later, but I started doing it, and then I just hit a wall. Because at first I was doing 7 days a week, and then I was like, damn, I need a day off. So then I started taking Sundays off, and then I was just running 6 days a week until, if I started in October, I went to like January, February, I think, and then I just went to just Fridays.
And how many hats do you think you got? That's a question for the people that know 4 Eyes.
I mean, but see, that's the thing. And I don't mind revealing my wrestling techniques. Like, nigga, if you got a dope hat, I'll be like, hey, man, let me borrow your hat. And then
got you.
I'll rock it, and then I'll get it back to you. So then
Got
it
you.
gives the appeal without me breaking the budget to get hats that I may or may not wear all the goddamn
Mad
time.
hats on that joint. Y'all gonna have to go to the IG page
Yeah, man.
and look at the different hats.
Yeah, I don't mind being, a chick will have 90 bags and all the bags will be in bags so the lint and the dust stay off of them, and this is a whole closet full of nothing but bags. But once my hat started getting like that, I said, let me just start borrowing. I don't need, let me just stop.
Everybody got their flavor. It could be shoes,
know
his
what
is
I'm
hat.
saying?
But see, that's it. When I run up on niggas like, hey man, I need a hat for Friday. Can I sell you something so I can go buy me a new hat? And
Yeah.
it's like, you know what, let me calm down. Let me figure out another way to work this. Then it's like, yo, let me just borrow your hat.
Right.
Let me hold the hat. Hey, let me get that. I get right back to
I was
you.
in that bag today.
So exactly, yeah. So yeah, man. I
Yeah, I get it.
just smarter, not harder.
Word.
Yo, 4 Eyes, man, I appreciate you sitting down with us, giving us some of your time, man. You are definitely a hip-hop veteran out here. Keep doing what you're doing. And when I come down, you could definitely come by, promote anything you got going on. I'm going to be at that next Cypher concert you got going on. I got to get some of that footage.
Sweet, absolutely,
Brother.
man.
4 Eyes, I appreciate you, King.
God's great.
Thank you.
brother.
I thank you, my
Appreciate
brother.
your
Yeah,
time, man.
you're going to get some bars, and you got to give us some bars, too.
Okay.
We're going to take you over there.
Okay, bet him up.
Stay tuned for that. 4 Eyes, y'all. Make sure y'all follow him, y'all. Word. Rhymes of Politics. Peace.